Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.
That 70s show star is accused of raping three women between 2001 and 2003. The retrial comes 5 months after a deadlocked jury led to a mistrial.
So the presenting issue, Scientology is polarizing for most people. So what's going to happen is, what clearly she believed is that it was going to provide context for the case that wasn't there in the first trial. Now, let's remember, attorneys are always going to look for issues. They may have been past actors in the religion. They're going to know a lot about it, have studied it, and understand what the cultural norms are specific to that specific religion. And yes, you're quite right, Terry. Anytime a judge has a discretion to bring something in or keep something out, it is ripe grounds for an appellate issue. This is exactly what we're looking for when the lawyers want to appeal the whatever verdict.
The first ended in a mistrial in November 2022. The actor pleaded not guilty in both. Like Masterson, all three women were members of the Church of Scientology. The alleged attacks happened between 2001 and 2003, but the women said that church teachings against reporting to police made them hesitant to speak to law enforcement because they said church teachings discouraged reporting to police. The women eventually left the church. One woman claimed the actor shoved a pillow into her face in 2003 while raping her. Another woman, Jane Doe 3, who was dating Masterson at the time, claimed he raped her in 2001 while she was asleep. She and Jane Doe 2 are also involved in a related civil case against Masterson and the Church of Scientology. Following the jury's decision, Jane Doe 3 said she was devastated by the mistrial on her count. I thank the jury for its service, and while I'm encouraged that Danny Masterson will face some criminal punishment, I am devastated that he has dodged criminal accountability for his heinous conduct against me, Jane Doe 3 said in a statement provided through her attorneys, Boy Schiller Flexner. Despite my disappointment in this outcome, I remain determined to secure justice, including in civil court, where I, along with my co-plaintiffs, will shine a light on how Scientology and other conspirators
that 70s show star is accused of raping three women between 2001 and 2003. The retrial comes 5 months after a deadlocked jury led to a mistrial.
So the presenting issue, Scientology is polarizing for most people. So what's going to happen is, what clearly she believed is that it's going to provide context for the case that wasn't there in the first trial. Now, let's remember, attorneys are always going to look for issues. They may have been past actors in the religion. They're going to know a lot about it, have studied it, and understand what the cultural norms are specific to that specific religion. And yes, you're quite right, Terry. Anytime a judge has a discretion to bring something in or keep something out, it is right grounds for an appellate issue. This is exactly what we're looking for when the lawyers want to appeal the whatever verdict.
The first ended in a mistrial in November of 2022. The actor pleaded not guilty in both. Like Masterson, all three women were members of the Church of Scientology. The alleged attacks happened between 2001 and 2003, but the women said that church teachings against reporting to police made them hesitant to come forward. Masterson faces 30 years to life in prison.
Having a small amount to drink, and that the reasonable explanation is that they were drugged, ABC Los Angeles station KABC reported. What happened after they were drugged? They were raped by this man over here. They were raped, Mueller said as he pointed at Masterson. In his closing argument, defense attorney Philip Cohen told the jury the women may have tweaked or maneuvered their stories to bolster their case, and that they may be motivated by hatred, revenge or money, KABC reported. Shortly after the jury was dismissed to begin deliberations on May 17, the defense asked for a mistrial, arguing that prosecutors spent too much of their closing arguments on the alleged drugging of the victims, according to KABC. Judge Charlene Olmedo denied the request, citing her ruling that prosecutors could argue the women were drugged because it was directly relevant to their ability to perceive the events of the charged incidents. Masterson, who was arrested in 2020, said each of the encounters was consensual. That
is accused of raping three women between 2001 and 2003. The retrial comes 5 months after a deadlocked jury led to a mistrial.
So the presenting issue, Scientology is polarizing for most people. So what's going to happen is, what clearly she believed is that it's going to provide context for the case that wasn't there in the first trial. Now, let's remember, attorneys are always going to look for issues. They may have been past actors in the religion. They're going to know a lot about it, have studied it, and understand what the cultural norms are specific to that specific religion.
And don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.